Welcome to your battlefield.
Alright, I'm trying to decide where we should start this.
Well, like my great-grandparents' battlefield.
Heyo, preparing for all-out war. Personalizing the experience for you with no preferences.
This is called loading.
At all.
Don't use fancy terms. Alright, so today we are checking out the Battlefield 1 open beta.
Early access, hype.
Just launched today.
Sorry.
So,
Okay.
I think this is the new screen they talked about for Battlefield. So if you had like 4, the interface we have here is going to actually be the same for Battlefield 4 and Hardline. So if you own all 3 of them, you can just like hit one button and switch right here in the menu.
I own Hardline.
Yeah.
So currently I have your copy of 4.
I was actually looking for that the other day. I thought it was up there.
I know exactly where it is, actually.
Well, I now need that back.
I just beat Hardline yesterday. It's been a very Battlefield week.
There you go.
I needed to do something while No Man's Sky was broken.
All right. It's working for me now after the last update.
It's working for me as well.
So I just need
I got a new ship. I got a big,
nice.
like, 24-slot ship.
Because you had so much money from all
I
of the
did. I had
stuff
like a
you-
million units. I had 1.5 million units, and the guy's ship cost me 1.2.
That's nice.
And now I'm back up to 2 million units because I went to 2 different star systems or
What
whatever.
are you selling?
Gold.
That's right. You found
You
like a
gotta
golden
find-
planet.
I've found 3.
I found a couple planets with like 2 things of gold on them.
I left the planet I was on when it broke. Went to a different. I warped to a different. This is very exciting gameplay. This right here.
I'm thrilled.
I went to a different planet or a different system. Went to the first planet that was undiscovered.
Oh, quick fun fact. So you see over here, we got
Fun
apples
fact.
and butter and Charlie and things like that. So these are actually, this was the original phonetic alphabet during World War I.
Oh,
It didn't change into NATO
Delta
until
is
like
not-
the 50s, I think it was. So, because it's definitely not apples and butter and Charlie anymore. But that's definitely fun.
apples, butter.
All right, we're going to go butter
Charlie
because I
Duff.
like butter.
You like butter
Let's
better?
see.
You might
So
say.
this is, oh wow, there's a lot of points to spawn in at. Okay.
Due to those planes.
I think so.
Also, are all the skulls flying off screen and respawns?
Probably.
This is really cool.
I'm going to be a scout.
Is there any story stuff in the beta, or is it just multiplayer?
Nah, just multiplayer. It's just one map, and there's 2 different modes, I think.
So it's kind of
Bayonet
it's like the
charge.
Doom multiplayer.
Oh.
Do tell.
Yeah, I bet you're winded now. Clearly, I should have grabbed a vehicle.
But I wanted to. Oh my gosh.
Because
Battlefield 1, you get to start in America, and then you have to fly across the sea to the battlefield. Welcome to war.
it's ridiculous. All right, well, we own that, so I'm guessing there's probably not going to be snipers sitting on it. So it feels pretty heavy, kind of like a Battlefield game.
Yeah.
You know, very typical. You know,
Steady scope.
Steady
classic.
scope. Look at all those nice little... Probably should stop moving when doing that. That's pretty steady. So what else I got? I got this little pistol.
Looks like, do you have a flare gun? Is that what that is?
I kinda,
Right D-pad?
Huh.
Or is that like a
That's...
pistol shotgun?
I keep pushing buttons and it keeps changing what it does. I guess it's just... So you got this.
I would imagine... Oh, so it's probably like Hardline, where like triangle switches between your primary and secondary weapon, and the D-pad is like gadgets.
Well, I was trying to figure out the... Like, because the D-pad changes what it... So, like, what did I just change to?
Look, can you select stuff over there?
That's what I'm doing. So, like, I just...
Isn't
hit
this the
left
most
hand.
exciting thing you've ever watched in your
It
life?
is exciting. Well, see, how is that different than this? There's no difference. Maybe
Maybe it
it's-
shoots bigger bullets. Alright, find some people. Let's shoot some folks.
I know, right?
Not those guys. Those guys are on your team. That's the thing from... I say from. That's the thing from Saving Private Ryan. Steven Spielberg made that up.
What, different colors for other teams?
No, the little tank, little rabbit tank that they were
Oh, rabbit tank.
right on. So I went... So this came out this morning.
Right.
There's an open beta this weekend as of when we were recording this. But you get early access codes if you signed up.
Battlefield Insider.
Battlefield Insider.
Mm-hmm.
So we were both signed up. And so this morning I got up, I had an email from EA that said, hey, codes are out. Download Battlefield 1. You can start playing today. And I was like, sweet.
Sweet.
And I go on the email from my phone and hit redeem code.
Oh, single shot.
So I didn't read the email like super thoroughly, right? Because I've gotten, like dozens of codes in email at this point. And I'm like, oh, it's always this button. Takes me to where I want to go. And so I went to load up the EA website and it wasn't loading. And that's when I texted you.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, did you get Battlefield
I'm going to
beta
get
code
this
yet?
guy. Like, I don't even care. Just
Maybe if you stop shooting over his head and shoot
well,
him in the head.
I tried shooting at the head.
Because now he's found you.
Well, because I think there was like a little bit of bullet drop, but
Anyways, so that's when I texted you. I was like, hey, did you get your Battlefield beta code yet? And you're like, I don't think so. It's an open beta. And then like immediately responded like, oh, I have a code in my emails.
well,
yeah.
because it goes to my promotions folder, and so I always forget to check
This is
it
why I don't have promotion.
until I jump on Reddit, and everybody's like, hey, the codes are starting to
So
go
I
out.
was like, okay, cool. And I was like, I can't get the webpage to load up. And you were like, I went to the PS Store and loaded it. Trying out for
This is working out well. Being a scout, not. Ooh, request revive.
Trying out for the Suicide Squad there,
Someone come get me. That was awful. Well, I thought I was switching to my sidearm, but it turns out I just like, I don't know, like.
Switch to the big shots.
Yeah, which didn't work either because I still couldn't aim it.
So anyways,
All right, I'm going to be a little closer.
back to the super long story. So I went to go load it up, and I was like, well, hang on, like, PS Store is 12-digit code.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm looking at it, and I have 20 digits. I was like,
yeah, that's too many.
I know. I was like, this is like 8 too many digits.
A little bit.
And so this must not be right. And then I went and read the email more thoroughly, and it said, redeem code here. Classic beta.
That sounds about right. Go online.
This has been my experience with EA all day, I would like to point out.
Yeah, so you don't have it for the right platform.
Yeah, so I went and looked at on my email, and it said open or log into Origin through EA, and like download this stuff. It's a PC code. I was like, well, and so then you told me that I could get the PS4 code by opening chat with EA.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it when I got home from work. I had it open from the time I got home at 5:30 to 7 when we started fantasy football draft, and then I closed it and then opened it again, opened it again afterwards till I came over here. So I had it open for like 3 hours and nobody
showed up. It just was like
it
waiting.
was just like contacting EA expert for you or EA service manager or EA
Shocker.
gone.
Yeah, that sucks.
Even after that 8
Interesting
maybe.
names for it. Oh, I should have switched classes. No, it was interesting. As soon as the fantasy football draft finished, like it started playing a video. I don't know if you stayed on or if you jumped off right away.
I closed the Yahoo video it was playing.
Yeah, so it started showing a video, and it was telling you like tips of things to do for fantasy football to succeed in, and
Don't suck.
yeah, that was
Recruit players that
point
are
number
good.
4. But one
Do
of them
not recruit Tony Romo.
was actually interesting, and they called it the just shut up. They called it the rule of 3, and it was son of a bee sting, you are a jerk, raging ginger, and
Cross my legs.
but so they called it the rule of 3, and basically it was
It's like
saying
comedy.
like when you have your first week or your first week in a new lineup, don't immediately change it if somebody stinks, especially if it's somebody like, let's say, Adrian Peterson. Maybe he goes out and gets 50 yards and fumbles the ball 6 times. The rule of 3 is a nice reminder to say, hey, that guy's still really good, give him 3 chances. So
basically, like, leave them in for 3 weeks.
yeah, leave the lineup in for 3 weeks. You
So
drafted
don't
them,
change your lineup
feel
for
pretty
3 weeks
good.
from now.
right? And it was a lot more focused
Unless somebody
towards,
good, like it's like an obvious thing, like somebody's injured.
right?
And,
Yeah,
like,
just like keeping that, like the people that you feel are the best for it, just kind of in there, because a lot of times you'll get maybe one of your backup guys has a really good week, but he's not actually that good.
there's a reason he's a backup guy.
Yeah.
Man, look at that.
Just like I'm a backup sniper here.
Oh, that guy is in trouble if he backs up.
There we go. I got him that time. Apparently, all he has to do is start running.
Yeah.
And gun him down. Ooh, that guy might have seen me.
Yeah, dude. I just happened to look down at my computer at 6:58, which is why I texted you. Then I was like, hey, I logged into Yahoo. And I was like, hey, I still am not in. Like,
See,
what's going on? I don't know
which is
why I
funny
have 2
because-
separate ones that are very similar.
Because I had texted you earlier today and specifically remembered to give you the email that you used so that way you'd use the right one.
I think I just read it because it's
I know,
it's a variation on an email that I already have,
Yeah.
and so like I just put it in as the email. I was like, and I
Well,
could log in. Apparently, I've done it
I
already.
mean, don't quote me on this, but I'm about 95% sure that last year during fantasy football, you weren't sure on the login to your Yahoo account or something, and so you set up another one specifically for fantasy football.
It's true. It has my other work.
And I remember,
like,
word for word, you were like, I decided to set this one up like this, so I'll remember that it's only for fantasy football.
Dude, if I had $1 for every time I set something up specifically for the way I remember it, I would be able to pay someone to remember things for me.
What?
Whoa,
he's
dude.
riding a horse.
Is that Zorro?
Oh, man. If it's Zorro, he's not very good. That's Zorro's stunt double right there.
I've never, like, invested time into a Battlefield multiplayer like I did in, like, Call of Duty multiplayer or Battlefront or Destiny or almost any other game. I pretty much play the Battlefield story.
I'd like to get back into 4, and mainly because they, dropped a lot of the DLC for free, and I'd like to play because it's fun. The big thing with Battlefield multiplayer, I think, that's lost in a lot of other FPS shooters is that multiplayer is still fun even when you suck.
True.
Like Call of Duty's not
Call of Duty
fun
is like usually like
when you suck.
There's like 2 or 3 guys, 3 on like a weird lobby that are super good. They're just running through like catching everybody in the head as they run through, and it's just like 3 really good scores and then 20 really bad ones.
Yeah, and the big thing with that is that we used to do that, but you had to like constantly be on Call of Duty. So in college, it was perfectly fine. We played all the time.
In college, we had a great plan because we'd do all our work for the week on Monday, and then we only had morning classes, and neither one of us had jobs. So we got Black Ops, just the first one, at midnight, and we played it 5-6 hours a day for 6 days a week.
Yeah, so I mean, it was our KD. I think once we. I think that used to was like 1.3, 1.4.
The least amount on Saturday because football was on.
Right, because
you would get up and watch college game day, watch college football, and by the end of the day, we're just tired.
It was like 11 o'clock, so we'd only play like 3 or 4 hours and then watch some How I Met Your Mother. So
get up at super early hours in the morning for church.
Boy, I just do not have the patience for this gun. Let me tell you about this. Oh, I can. I just keep forgetting to. I just do get into that Call of Duty mindset of like a spawn in.
Battlefield is a marathon, not a sprint.
It's true. All right, so
what does that gun do?
I don't know. Like that's
what calling an airdrop.
I don't know. There's no.
Does it alert the other musketeers? Good gracious! How many objectives are there?
A through G.
Oh,
it says it at the top there in the really tiny font.
Not bad.
Nice thing I like here is all this
set up on the side of your scope there. I don't know enough about World War I weapons.
Well, it's all right. I'm going to change classes. What's
support
really
seems like it's right up your alley. Medic does not.
No, I don't heal people. I
assault
murder
or support.
People. All right.
Not really spoilers if you're going to play Battlefield Hardline, but if you haven't at this point,
it's like $5 on PSN. Like,
it is. It was on sale for $5, and it's a good $5 buy if you want. Not saying that it's a bad game. I'm just saying like if you want like 10 hours maybe to spend with a game, like that's a good $5 to spend.
Oh, that's probably a good guy. He's got blue around him.
So they did something that I didn't really love, which is kind of like force this stealth mechanic on you. There's some cool mechanics in the game. Like you can walk up to someone and like, because you're a cop and you flash your badge at them and they turn around and they freeze, and you got to hold your gun at them to keep them from moving. And if you take your gun away, you're not looking and they'll like, a meter builds up and then they'll like start to shoot you and alert everybody else around.
That's definitely a lot different than...
It's very different from pretty much every Battlefield ever.
Yeah.
And so I was playing it, I was like, okay, well, this is kind of a cool mechanic. And then, like, as I went through more levels, I realized, like, that's kind of their intention for every level they put in that spot. Like, oh, sneak around and capture the bad guys. Like, there's 2 or 3 guys in here that have what's called warrant arrests, and you get extra points for taking them down, which the points are kind of arbitrary.
Come here, horse. Ah, Trollder. That's his name. Oh. Look at that guy.
I just got to one level and I was just so tired of trying to sneak around because there's just so many and it was dumb and I hated it because, like, stealth games have their place. And when I want to play a stealth game, I'll go play one, but I won't play Battlefield for that.
I want to use. Let me use.
It looks like it's had better days. So, yeah. I then discovered they did the same kind of thing that Metal Gear Solid 5 did, which is where you could stealth in and get all the points, or you could just run in and start shooting people.
Right.
And have fun.
Yeah.
And I've never felt more like you in my entire life. Yeah. I just like run in and I'm like, hey, there's a guy. Pop, 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 pop. What a dumb way to hold a gun.
Well, it's 1919, I want to say. Like, You're just lucky that they had automatic guns at this point.
I guess like that magazine's probably heavy, so
Like,
you
think
need to hold it there to keep like the balance on your gun.
Before this gun, it was basically just you had to pack the gunpowder
load.
in. Yeah, muzzle. That's the one. Loading the muzzle.
Your father-in-law would be very ashamed that you
Fire
didn't
into
know
the
that. I would like to
muzzles,
point out.
balls of steel, and just like pack it down. I've watched somebody shoot those one time, like not in documentary, like in real life. Oh,
Dude,
oh, no! I just got oh, it's another sniper.
I'm glad my name is my
What
gamer
did I
tag's
just-
not something that I love.
What did I do?
Are you in a vehicle?
I am. I think
Or
I'm
you
just
in-
like
you're in a
supporting
building.
in a vehicle.
Nope, that's a truck. You're driving.
Oh no, this seems like a bad idea.
Hey, that's a vehicle.
I wonder if I could change like my
Can
view
you like
or
splatter
something.
people?
I'm still kind of. I just figured out where the front. Apparently, you can just drive through trees.
That's something
is
that
this?
has yet to really be like super figured out in the gaming world. Is like,
I
look, you can
mean-
see. Look at the bottom of the screen. You can see all the people, like
Oh.
where they're looking.
Hey there. I didn't kill him. There we go.
There you go. But like when you're driving, and I don't know how it is in your car, but I know how it is in my car. I'm not sitting over the left front wheel. I see pretty well over the center of the vehicle. That
You
being
know,
said,
I
never
helped
driven a
that guy.
World War One.
I mean, this actually
Military
seems like
vehicle.
on the left side of the vehicle, which.
It just seems like it's really extremely far left.
Oh, so that I can't drive through, but I can drive through trees. And
Those flag borders
holes.
are buried.
Do you have any clue where there are other people at right now? Hey, let's go to B, guys. That's where everybody seems to be shooting.
Let's go to what is it? Bunny?
Butter.
Butter.
It's butter.
What adorable
All
topping
right,
is it?
we are
It's
getting
butter.
out. How do
You
I
could
get
just
out?
drive to the right.
How do I get out?
Whatever you're doing is cool. You should hop up to the Top Gun and shoot people from that one instead of the dumb passenger gun.
How do I get out? I want to leave.
Triangle?
No.
Circle. Square?
Huh.
R3.
I'm pretty much pushing everything.
L3. Touchpad.
Touchpad? Nope. You have to hold something.
L1?
Oop, hold square. All right.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
I guess you can't act.
Oh my goodness. The same. He hasn't even moved. Ah. It's like he was waiting for me. He just saw like me like popping between the seats.
He's been watching.
And he's like, "No, no, no."
He's like, this is gonna be the easiest kill or the hardest.
You know what? I'm gonna
hardest kill I've
find
ever
him.
had in my entire
I'm gonna
life.
find him and shoot the crap out of him. Here we
Bet
go.
you are, based on your.
I'll just suppress him. Oh, did he move? Nope. I was looking in the wrong valley.
What was that? A shooting star?
I don't know. It kind of looked like a really poorly
Did you
shot
make a wish?
missile. Yeah, I wish I knew how to use this stupid bayonet gun
I wish
thing.
with all my heart.
Boy, the jump
To
animation.
not be killed by this same
is
sniper
really
again.
slow. I don't even care. Like, I'm guessing he's dead.
He must have
because
got at this point. That guy's
Yeah.
running out from over there.
I'm gonna go look just in case. Boy, it took so long to reload. The guy teleported.
Took so long to reload. He has grandchildren now.
Hmm.
There's one.
It's really hard to tell because he keeps disappearing in the dust. Oh, good, we got George.
Taking objective George.
Is it Costanza or is it a different one?
We already have a George.
Oh, he was moving faster.
You're about to get tore up from the floor up. Oh, dude.
The grenade at least damaged them and they got out. You know what?
Get past the truck to get killed by the
I
pedestrian.
don't, did I get the kill or did I just get like an assist? I didn't quite read
I didn't
it.
read it either.
It wasn't good, is what it was.
So far, your KD is
Not good.
negative 6.5.
I've had better games, but
Fair, we've
surprisingly
also
enough.
had worse games.
Oh, I was about to kill that guy.
Oh, you lost.
Yeah, but
Well,
look how close we were, considering
Can't
I
win
was
all.
on my team.
So- that is Battlefield 1. On that note, we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Bye.
Clearly, I should have grabbed a vehicle.
But I wanted to.
because
Battlefield 1, you get to start in America, and then you have to fly across the sea to the battlefield. Welcome to war.